Kia.
Hello, California! I'm Michael Crawford, General Manager of Valencia KIA.
Wants to see ya, he wants to see ya in the Valencia Kia.
Thank you, Michael Crawford.
Get excited, this is what's happening right now, today.
The Kia Optima. Took it for a test drive and had good power, super quiet inside.
Cool features.
Yeah, cool features.
The radio, the
Bluetooth.
the Bluetooth and the USB and all the music that you can download onto your car, and then if you forget your USB, then you can still have all your music on there. It was easy. We went to meet our friends. They both had Kia. What were they?
Same thing.
The same thing that we got, yeah. And then we drove about a block away to get here, and we're leaving with the car today. So pretty easy. Thank you, Michael Crawford.
I was very much interested in the Kia Sorento. Kia had the greatest plan to offer. I first started off actually thinking Folsom. I'll give the car a nice little test drive going up the Folsom Hills. Kia made it simple, easy, and stress-free. And I left here with my dream car. They're very energetic, and I literally felt no pressure. And I was excited. Kia is the place where you want to buy your car. There's no messing around. There's no tricks, there's no jives. It's all about the customer.
Always remember, Michael Crawford wants to see ya in a Kia.
I really like the car. It's got all the options. It drives really nice. Lots of people compliment us on the car. Everywhere we go, they think is that a Beamer? It's a high-end car. And when you tell them it's a Kia, they're really shocked.
We got to talking, and with the Kia loyalty program they have going on right now, he said, why don't you come back in? Let's see what we can do. I might even be able to get you in a brand new one for a less payment, 0 miles, and send you on your way with more money in your pocket every month. So here we are.
It builds loyalty. It makes you want to come back and use this dealership. We live closer to Roseville. It would be easier to go over to Roseville Auto Mall, drop the car off in that area, than drive all the way over here. But it makes you want to come to this dealership. It makes you want to use Kia and take the extra time. You know that you're going to be treated right. You know that you're not going to get ripped off, and that you're not just hearing noise, or not just getting someone who doesn't take an interest in what you want, and what you want as a customer. It makes you feel valued. And you don't get that somewhere else. You get that here. I was very skeptical about buying a car. I didn't need to buy the first Kia that we bought. We came in not looking to buy a car. I came down saying, I'm not gonna buy a car. This is not what I wanted to do. And we walked away with a car. I felt like this is where I was supposed to be. And to be back a year later, that tells you something. I'm pretty frugal about money. I'm pretty good at I want to pay things off, but it just makes you feel like he's invested in you, so you're willing to invest where you're at. He had shared, his walk and where he had chosen to, come to Christ, and it just really made you feel like you were part of him. And
He didn't give a bunch of lip service. He stood by what he said. He did what he said he was going to do. He was genuine. It wasn't just lip service saying, oh yeah, I can do this, trying to pull you in to make a sale.
But it's also more than that. It was coming here, and the people that were here were the same way. The salespeople, and even the person who sold us our car, wasn't Michael. It was someone who worked here, and they took the time to want to know what our interests were. And through the whole process, you can walk away from dealerships, and we bought quite a few cars, and you walk away feeling like, okay, I just kind of in a little bit got ripped off, or they took as much as they could, and they were trying to sell me on product. And I didn't walk away feeling that way. I walked away feeling like I got the best value, and they gave me everything that I needed, and they genuinely cared about giving me the best value, and they believed in their product, but they believed in me as a customer and taking care of me as a customer. And that was through the whole process. So it came from I work in a large organization, and you start with the head of the organization, and the values and the genuine caring of what he was fell through all the way through, from the person who greeted you to the person who sold my car to the finance person that signed our paperwork. It went all the way through. And then that's a testimony. That's a testimony to where he is. That's a testimony to the product he's selling. It's a testimony to the people that you come. And I wouldn't go anywhere else. It just, I wouldn't. If I were going to buy another car, obviously I'm coming back here to get a different car, one that'll give me the needs that I want, handling better, and not necessarily going and looking at a different type of car. Thank you, Michael Crawford.
I'm driving a 2013 alien green Kia Soul. I was driving by and we drove in looking for a used car, and the salesman directed me toward a new car. It's one of those where you look inside and there's not anything blank on the dashboard. There's all kinds of bells and whistles. There's Sirius XM, there's the Bluetooth, my phone syncs right into it, all my contacts and everything. All I have to do is say, call so-and-so when it calls. I can put my GPS through my phone, through the speakers. I can even play the apps on my phone through the speakers. It's pretty sweet. It was great. We were looking for a used car, and he said, there's so many better things about getting a new car, and we hadn't even thought about that. And so it was great. It just kind of played itself right into place, and ended up walking out of here with a brand new car. Michael's a great guy. He came out and introduced himself, told me he was the general manager here, told me if there's anything he could do to help me, that would be great. And so it was nice, very nice experience. Thank you, Michael Crawford.
A neighbor has a Kia, and we've seen this car lot, so we stopped in to buy a Kia Soul. The main thing was this dealership had what we wanted. It drives really nice. It's not a luxury car, but it is nice. It's what we need, what we want. It's roomy. It handles nicely. It's got a little pick up and go for a small SUV. It has a setup for 5 different phones. It has the capabilities of Sirius radio. It's got the side airbags, front airbags that we like.
You weren't even open, so you went above and beyond to talk to us about it. You weren't even open yet, which we thought was great, because we were actually going somewhere we had the time to be there, so that fit in our schedule real well.
I would recommend Michael Crawford and Kia, and I would come back if I needed to buy another car. I liked it.
We have been putting people in cars all day long here today that just enjoy what they're driving away in. Unbelievable deals. I don't care if you have a good credit, bad credit, no credit, come down and see us. If you're a first-time buyer, come down and see us. We're putting people into Optimus for $89 a month. That's right, I said $89 a month. And we'll put you in a Forte, we'll put you in a Soul, we'll put you in a Rio, whatever you like, we're going to put you in it.
How I heard about him, I heard him on the radio talking about his that he does here and stuff like that. So my wife, she decided she liked the Kia to drive it, so we decided to tell her to call here, and so we ended up coming here to look at it. We looked at a 2014 Kia Sorento. I would recommend other people coming here and buying a car from here. Yeah, thank you, Michael Crawford, for selling us this car.
I think that's what happened. Lady comes in. She drives a 2013 Kia Soul, and she says that, hey, she's having some problems with it, and she wants to get service. I said, no, let's just put you in a year newer for the same payment. She goes, well, I really don't want the Kia Soul. I want that new Optima. I said, okay, fine. Peter, there you go. Take her.
This Kia Soul is amazing. I get great gas mileage. I pack in all my friends for our, weekend getaways. These are my friends, Emily Solorzano and Gabby Jacobson. At nighttime, the speakers light up, green, blue, pink, yellow. It's awesome. We bump really loud. Well, the commercial. We want to see ya in a Kia. That's where I heard it. We were looking at other cars around, and I saw the Soul, and I got in it, and I was like, Mom, this is the car I want. No matter what, I know this is one that I want. And, we bargained back and forth about the price, because Mom was like, I'm not